Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Helmi bin Ahmad Sharifuddin and my registration number is 01DK80F2064. And after that, I would like to introduce my team member, which is Muhammad Irfan Alif bin Zanira, and his matric number is 01DK80F2060. After that is Al-Baki bin Abdul Rahim, and his matric number is 01DK80 F2038. Last but not least, Muhammad Taufik Hidayat bin Hassan, and his matric number is 01DK80F2067. And I would like to show my gratitude and thanks to our lecturer, Puan Norasia binti Ahmad, for giving us this kind of opportunity to present. And we are from the class DKA 3B, going to be presenting about Casagrande method. Assalamualaikum. So in this slide, I'm going to be presenting about the introduction. So the Atterberg limit refers to the liquid limit and plastic limit of soil. These two limits are used internationally for soil identification, classification, and strength correlations. The Atterberg limits can be used to distinguish between different types of silt and clays. These tests are mainly used on clay or silty soils, since these are the soils that expand and shrink due to moisture content. Thus, these tests are used widely in the preliminary stages of building any structures to ensure that the soil will have the correct amount of shear strength and not too much change in volume. Uh, it expands it expands and shrinks with different moisture content. That's all for me.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Irfan Ali bin Zanira and my matrix number is 2060. So, for objective to determine a liquid limit and plastic limit and to classify the soil sample.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Helmi. So in this part of slide, I'm going to be presenting about theory. So for the Casagrande, for the theory of the Casagrande, Atterberg has introduced soil characteristic into liquid limit. And the liquid limit is the empirically established moisture content at which soil passes from the liquid state to plastic state. And after that is plastic limit, shrinkage limit, and next is moisture content when soil changes from semi-solid form to plastic state. And last but not least, soil in a state where the density does not change even when the moisture content is reduced. And that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Helmi bin Ahmad Sharifuddin and my registration number is 01DK80F2064. So in this part of slide, I'm going to be presenting about the apparatus that we use in this test. So the first one is liquid limit device, and the second one is flat glass plate. The third one is moisture content metal container. So for the next apparatus is electronic balance. The function of this apparatus is to weigh the soil sample, and the fifth is drying oven, which is we use to dry the soil sample, and the last is porcelain set container, spatula, and distilled water. So in this part of slide, I'm going to be presenting about the procedure. So first of all, after thoroughly mixing the soil sample, fill the Casagrande bowl with the sample while the bowl rests on the base. After that, level off the soil surface parallel to the base, and using the grooving tool, divide the soil in the bowl along the central line by holding the grooving tool normal to the surface of the bowl. So basically you have to centralize by cutting it in the center. So you have to check to see that the underside of the bowl, and the top of the rubber block of the Casagrande device are free of water and soil. And after that, turn the crank at a rate of 2 revolutions per second to lift and drop the bowl. Count the number of drops until the groove closes into about 10 mm in length from the bottom. After that, using a ruler, measure the length of the groove that close or joint. Next, the soil is said to be at its liquid limit when this length is about 10 mm after 25 drops or blows. Drops. When this requirement is achieved, obtain the moisture content of the soil sample. Place a sample of the wet soil in the tin cup and obtain its weight before drying in the oven. Obtain the dry weight of the soil sample after 24 hours of drying in the oven. So that's all for me. Thank you for listening.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Taufik Hidayat bin Hassan. My matrix number is 01DKA20F2067. Today I would like to present about the data and calculation. First, for the liquid limit is container number 1. Mass of container is 5.93 and the second is 6.3 and the third 6.08. The last one is 6.36. Mass of container, mass of wet soil plus container 12.52 and the second is 10.38. The third one is 15.11 and the last one is 12.7. Mass of dry soil plus container 10.49, 8.95. The third one is 12.28 and the last one is 10.5. Number of blow 50, 45, 26 and 18. Plastic limit. Mass of container is, for the test number 1 is 5.974. The second one is 5.939 and the third one is 5.298. Then the last one is 5.162. Mass of wet soil plus container 6.973. Second 6.796. Third 6.592 and the last one is 5.442. Mass of dry soil plus container 6.703. Second 6.59. Third 6.439 and the last one is 5.321. Front, this is formula for moisture content. Mass of wet soil plus container minus mass of dry soil plus container divide to mass of dry soil plus container minus of mass of container. Multiply to 100%. moisture content for plastic limit. For the first one is we got a 37.04, and the second one is 31.64, the third 13.41, and the fourth 76.1. Moisture content for the liquid limit for the test number 1 is 44.52, test number 2 53.96, test number 3 45.65, and the last one is 53.14. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Al-Baqi bin Abdul Rahim and my registration number is 2038. Now I will explain. The title is discussion. Based on the data calculation, we get determine of the moisture content for plastic limit. Sample 1 is 44.52, sample 2 is 49.82, sample 3 is 45.65, and sample 4 is 53.14. Next, the percentage of liquid limit is 50% and the percentage plastic limit is 39.55%. From the result, we get plasticity index is 10.45%. And next, the conclusion. Based on the graph and conclusion, we get a liquid limit is 50%. Next, plastic limit that we get is 39.55%. For the plasticity, index is 10.45%. So from the calculation, we can determine the objective of the test. That's all for me, and thank you.